Hello and welcome. There is a Zen saying that says the search for happiness is one of the chief sources of unhappiness. At first, this may sound a bit strange and confusing, but when we think about it, we will know it is true. You see, human beings are in a continuous search for happiness, and the primary cause of unhappiness is this longing for happiness. Seeking happiness is not bad. In fact, the driving force behind all our actions, the success that we seek in our endeavors, the continuous effort that we put in, is all because of our seeking happiness. Whether it is earning a degree, whether it is making money, whether it is setting right of relationships, expanding our business, improving our health, or taking care of our children to the heights of success, all these are driven by the need to become happy. If so, how can the search for happiness make us unhappy? Isn't this a bit contradictory? Here is where we need the right understanding of the source of happiness. If we think about this deeply, we will know that our search is happening inside. The craving for happiness is inside, not outside. The drive to do things from inside, not outside. The need to satisfy ourselves is inside, not outside. The desire to achieve something outside is again inside. The problem is we mistakenly believe that the happiness that we are seeking inside is connected to the things outside. So whether it is career, business, money, relationships, our family, children, or our properties, of course, these are outside us, and we are attaching these objects to ourselves and convincing ourselves that they are the reason for our happiness. The reason we say so is because of the unhappiness that we are experiencing inside because we don't have it. The vacuum we are feeling inside, the gap we are sensing inside, and we want to fill the gap somehow. Not knowing how, we seek things outside. This is the problem. It's the hunger for happiness that makes us seek things in the outside world. Pretty much like when we are hungry, we seek food outside. And once we eat, we find that the hunger is gone and we are happy. In the case of hunger, this may be true because it's our body that is hungry. The body wants food. In case of unhappiness, it's our mind that is unhappy, not our body. The mind is subtle, not a gross object like the body. Gross objects outside cannot really make the subtle mind happy. Of course, they may bring temporary states of pleasure, and we mistake this temporary state of pleasure to bring us eternal happiness, which doesn't work. Lasting happiness cannot come from the mind. This is because the mind itself is not permanent. Permanency is never in the nature of the mind. How can something impermanent grant us permanent happiness? It's illogical to believe that the mind can make us happy all the time. Now, by saying this, I am not in any way asking you to shirk or stay away from your worldly responsibilities. On the contrary, I am asking you to put all your efforts, fulfill all your duties, make your life better, bring peace in your family and surroundings, do well in your career, do all this and even more. But don't be misguided by the ignorant view that they will bring you everlasting peace and happiness. No. This is what Lord Krishna said to Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita on the karma aspect. To do your duty efficiently at all times without attachment. Take action, but do not be attached to the fruits of your action. This attachment here is the wrong understanding that the vacuum we are experiencing inside can be filled by taking action and achieving something in the outside world. Your actions in the outside world cannot bring you permanent happiness. Permanent happiness can only be discovered inside, never outside. Therefore, we must strive to look within, find the source of happiness. According to Sri Ramana Maharshi, the great Indian sage and enlightened master, true happiness exists within ourselves. He says, if you think happiness comes from things outside, then the more stuff you have, the happier you will be. And the less you have, the less happy you will feel. But that's not really how happiness works. Because it's not about what you have on the outside, it's about what's inside you. Maharshi says, think about when you are in deep sleep, when you don't have any of your belongings, not even awareness of your own body. That's the time you're quite content and happy. All of us love a good night's sleep, right? This goes to show that happiness isn't about what's outside of us, it's something that comes from within. To really tap into this deep, pure happiness, we need to connect with our true inner self. Then you can enjoy everlasting bliss. This channel will be dedicated to the methods of seeking the self within and discovering ways in which we can be our true self so that we can attain everlasting peace and bliss. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.